I'm newly married. I got married very quickly. Like, I'm still taking it a day at a time and I'm still learning a lot. Having the time to be on your own and having...
Is Justin missing Selena so much that he's literally crying on Instagram live sessions? And what does Hailey feel about her husband crying publicly over his ex-girlfriend? Stay tuned to find out the details on this couple. When Justin Bieber married Hailey Baldwin, a model who, may we point out, was a childhood friend of Selena Gomez's, the couple known as JELENA called it quits after over 8 years together. When the two first met in 2009, there were already rumblings of a romance between the two singers. However, it wasn't until later, in 2011, when they eventually decided to open up about their relationship and not conceal it from the world anymore. Gomez referred to the event as "our prom" a few months later. She also stated why she made the decision to publicly reveal her and her boyfriend's relationship. "I don't like hiding," Gomez said during an interview with 17. "I do like to keep certain things to myself, but at the end of the day, I'm 18 and I'm going to fall in love." While attending high-profile events in the months to come, Gomez and Bieber showed off some major PDA. The two had quite a rough time, and Gomez even stood by Bieber's side even as the singer faced allegations that he had fathered a child with a fan. In November of that year, accusations surfaced that Bieber had cheated on Selena, leading to their first breakup. It wasn't long after Justin's separation that he was seen with his ex. After Selena dropped her song "The Heart Wants What It Wants" in 2014, they were sighted together, and Selena stated that they were getting back together. Things became more problematic the next year. While Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez reunited in 2014, both were dealing with personal issues. First and foremost, Justin Bieber was detained for a DUI. Gomez, on the other hand, went to rehab to get treatment for lupus. Despite the uproar, the pair was photographed together once again at Paris Fashion Week. To make matters even more confusing, Kendall Jenner was subsequently seen with Bieber. Gomez was said to be upset about Jenner and Bieber's growing friendship. A few cryptic tweets from Gomez before she left Paris indicated she was done with Bieber. They split up again a month later. This is when Selena started dating the famous Weeknd, aka Abel. However, the ex-couple had a brief casual connection in the midst of their on-again, off-again saga, as they proceeded to cope with their relationship maturely in August 2017, though things appear to be quite regular between them. "Someone I know that happens to be super cool was born," was Selena's birthday message to her then-boyfriend Justin in March of 2018. A week later, the two were again on the rocks, and this time, according to reliable sources, Selena's mother was the cause. Everyone expected the trend to continue and that they would be seen together again shortly. However, when Justin and Hailey were sighted together in public, everyone was taken aback. After Justin announced his engagement to the model in July of the same year, though, fans went crazy. The newlyweds were vilified on social media, and even months after their marriage, people were still rooting for the ex-couple. Even songs like "Lose You to Love Me" were pulled when Selena eliminated Justin's traces from her social media account in 2019. "I don't feel you here anymore. I don't feel you anymore," through which she stated that the chapter was finally over, and these were the words of a song she published in Spanish later. But after Justin and Hailey tied the knot, Selena was discovered in a mental health facility, and Justin regretted ending their relationship in such a dramatic fashion. He went on to say how much he cared for her and how much he regretted treating her the way he did. He wants her to be well and happy. After the wedding, he is seen sobbing and breaking down, which fueled the notion that he was not really committed to the marriage and was still mourning the split with Selena. When it came to criticizing Justin, one person said that he married Baldwin as revenge over Selena's breakup with him, while another claimed that Justin was simply doing it to gain Selena's affections back. Responding in a lengthy text, Justin said that although Hailey is his future and helps him become a wonderful man, he will always adore Selena. However, Hailey will always be the greatest thing to happen to him since he's now focused on their future together and how he can improve their lives. Honestly, we feel sorry for Hailey. Before, she'd frequently spoken about how her union with Justin was vilified by the media and the general public. She opened up about her marriage later. Getting married at 21 is really scary, Baldwin said. Although I feel like I have lived a lot of life, I always knew I wanted to get married young. I always had this idea in my mind, like, if Justin and I ever end up back together, we're going to be like way later in life. He's going to be like 30 and have figured it out, and if not, we're never going to be together. Justin is not really having a good time with Hailey either, which is why it is not a surprise that he is crying after Selena. Model Hailey Bieber spoke out about her marriage to Justin Bieber, revealing she was sobbing into the phone with her mother over how things were going in their union. In a revealing interview, the 24-year-old supermodel spoke about the moment she contacted her mom to tell her she couldn't go on with her relationship with the musician any longer. Her mother, Hailey Baldwin, was the first person she phoned when she was in a bad mood. She opened up about the whole deal on a podcast in good faith with Chelsea and Judah Smith. Justin Bieber's wife, Hailey Bieber, spoke out about their marital issues in a new interview. She said, "I remember I called her a few different times. One particular time when we were in Brooklyn and I was calling her. I was crying and I was like, I just can't do it. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this if it's going to be like this forever." Since her mother had been married to Stephen Baldwin for more than 30 years now, Hailey said her mother told her to remain calm and certain that the rough period will pass. Her mom said, "It's going to pass and you're going to be fine and he's going to be healthy and we're here for you." Hailey Bieber wore Justin's initials around her neck as she left the hair shop after discussing their previous marital issues. According to sources, Justin Bieber was once a drug addict. The popular singer is clean and sober right now, but Hailey's first year of marriage was a rough one for the celebrity. Along with his addiction, the singer suffers from rage and aggression issues. Occasionally, Hailey was terrified of Justin as well. In their relationship, they both lacked faith in one another. The relationship between the two was strained. In the first year of marriage, the couple went through a painful period. Although Hailey has faced many obstacles, she has always maintained a tight relationship with Justin Bieber. In an interview on The Ellen Show, the model said, "I'm newly married. I got married quickly. I'm still taking it a day at a time, and I'm still learning a lot." She further added, "Having the time to be on your own and having the experience to be single and just like travel and having had the time, I think was the most important thing. That was the biggest thing for me, was that I had my own life experience before I joined my whole entire life with somebody and had my own identity and comfortable in my own skin." Throughout Justin's recovery journey, Hailey has spoken openly about her connection with him and the difficulties she endured. Now, there has been no official news on whether Justin has been crying after Selena or not, but it looks like it's bound to happen. And that's all for today. Check out some of these other gossip-filled videos we have for you, and we'll see you soon.